As the prophet of esports, I rely on trustworthy and meaningful data every day. Data from our research partner, YouGov, offers the most complete view of esports fans and gamers in the world, providing context to who they are, what they think, the brands they buy, and things they do. YouGov's connected insights and research services inform strategy at every level. If you're a team, a brand, agency, or rights holder, you should be talking with YouGov. Their partners measure and maximize ROI and are telling compelling stories with data. Visit yougov.com/gaming-esports to learn more.
As a side note, did you all see that Facebook is no longer requiring a Facebook account to log into Oculus? So
I thought they said that was coming. Has it happened yet? Because that was one change I was very much against.
Against?
Yeah, I mean, I love the business, idea behind it, but as an Oculus user, I hated it.
Oh, yeah. So you're happy that they changed it back to not having a Facebook account, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the business strategy behind it, but it was one of those things that I felt like they alienated a good chunk of their user base for no really good reason.
Yeah, well, I think what it does too is separate. I mean, it helps them in their rebrand separate out their metaverse stuff from the social network itself. I think Microsoft is already starting from higher ground on that because they've already built an entire company that has several different verticals where they can.
Doesn't that really kneecap them in terms of advertising and targeting? Like the whole beauty of it would have been if you could connect your Facebook page where they already know so much about you with, your metaverse.
It's still a login option. It's just not necessary.
And they still have their data on the Oculus side, right? Like your Oculus account was still data.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a lot less data in your Oculus. Like people have poured years and years of quizzes and all this garbage that's basically, given Facebook all this, data that obviously they can sell.
Jimmy, you were going to say something?
I was going to say, I never understood why I couldn't OAuth into Facebook or these other apps through like my Gmail or any other service that I like to use. I mean, for me, it was about creating a new account, with these people and a new password that I had to remember. If someone lets me log in and link my Gmail through that, or I mean, there's other, you could do it through Microsoft or Microsoft account. That's like a no-brainer, and it's like the easiest thing to do. And so I don't know, when I saw what we were talking about this with Oculus, I just never understood why I couldn't just do it through my Gmail. Like, why don't they support that? Because for me, that's a roadblock.
Well, they want to own the user, right? They want to own the user.
I get that.
I think the more interesting discussion.
A lot of apps will let you log in with Facebook, right? And Google.
That's
I think
my
the more
point.
interesting discussion is, will we see a Meta account now, right? That you will be able to create a new Meta account or something like that. And how do they tie that into existing Facebook accounts? I also think it's interesting that when they made the Oculus change, that like enforced Facebook logins, that wasn't that long ago, guys, right? Which tells me that this whole Meta thing has not been in the works for like 2 years, right? This has been in the works for 2 months, maybe.
That was my thought when I read the Oculus thing and switching it back.
Yeah, right. Like you don't make one change and then go back on it 2 months later, unless if you had been thinking about this the entire time, right? If you had Meta in mind the entire time. I don't think, Jimmy, you're smiling.
Oh, I was like, unless you're Google, but like,
that's true.